Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am finally at my apartment and today I just wanted to do my makeup, trying out some new things. I did get these two things from Octoly. If you don't know what Octoly is, it's just basically kind of like like your chance at being an influencer without being an influencer. You get to try out the newest products that haven't even launched yet, and then you have to put up a review, whether it's a Sephora review or whatever. I don't have to do for these products, I don't have to do a video, but I am going to be trying them out because they are new products. I do have the Lash Glowy Makeup Serum, and I also have the Lawless Set the Stage Hydrating Priming Serum. I think I'm going to use the Lawless one just because it is more like a priming serum. I mean, they're both makeup, like before you put your makeup on, but I do want to use this one because it's the most recent one that came out, and I am also going to be using the Natasha Denona Safari palette. I did get this off of Natasha Denona's website. I did order the Tropic palette from Sephora, but all of my Sephora orders are not coming until May 18th. So yeah, I'm just gonna be using the Lawless. I already hydrated my skin using my Clinique ID Dramatically Different Hydrating Jelly, and I had washed my face before all of that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use this. This kind of has like a pinky color to it. It's really nice. It kind of smells like a face wash. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and I don't know how much of this am I supposed to be using, but it is really definitely hydrating. I can feel it. It feels a little bit not oily, because it's not like an oil. It just feels really wet, and it does leave your skin tacky, which I do really like that, because that's how. I'm just gonna grab a little bit more and put some on my forehead because I want my forehead to be hydrated as well. And just let that dry. It dries fairly quickly, so I do like that it dries. You don't have to leave it on your skin for 20 years for it to dry. I do like it. And here it's tacky, and I do like the packaging as well. It's like a baby pink. It's really pretty, and it's a pump. It kind of reminds me of the Too Faced Hangover Primer, but this one, the Hangover Primer, is a little bit more like a cream, versus this one is kind of more like an oily. I don't know how to describe it. It's not like a cream. It's more like a jelly, like a hydrating jelly like this, but it feels more wet. I don't know. It just feels more hydrating than this. But that makes sense because this jelly is supposed to be for normal combo skin. So yes, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do my foundation. So for foundation, I'm just gonna go ahead and use the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer because this is almost running out anyways, so why not just use it up until it's done. I do like this concealer. I think it's really nice as a foundation and as everything, so I know how this works on my skin, so I would know if the primer reacts weird. I would be able to tell. What did you guys get if you got anything from the Sephora VIB sale? Because literally all I got was eyeshadow palettes and one face palette. Oh, actually, when I bought the Tropic palette, it had went more on sale, and I did get that money back because it was $11 or something like that. So that was a big, not a huge difference, but $11 is $11. So I ended up picking up the Natasha Denona eyeshadow primer because that one, everybody that uses it does like it, so I was like, let me just give it a try. So when I do get that Sephora order, I will unpack everything. You can see everything I got, and I might just like do my eyeshadow, because that's literally everything that I got. I literally only got eyeshadow palettes, which I should have got some face products, but too late now. So for concealer, I am gonna go ahead and use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camel concealer. I do really like the hydrating one. I do have the other one, not a fan of it. I have the original one. I do not like this one. I like the hydrating one more. Even for like eyeshadow primer, I like the hydrating one a lot more. So I do have a sponge right here. These are from Sonia Kashuk. You get these at Target, and these are really nice sponges. I do really like these. I have the really big one from Sonia Kashuk as well. It's really nice. It like blends your foundation in like 2 seconds. But I just have been using brushes because I'm just lazy like that. So yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and set this concealer. I'm gonna try the Real Techniques powder sponge, but this time I'm gonna try it with wet. It's wet right now. I'm gonna try it like that. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. Grab some of this, which is literally impossible now because it doesn't want to come out, but some did come out. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this on here. I kind of like it better wet. That's interesting. It like clings the powder better, clings onto the powder, and disperses it so much more fine. I really do like this sponge for powder. So for bronzer and stuff, I am gonna go ahead and use the Too Faced Chocolate Gold. I do really like this one. I can just get it open. It is really pretty. I thought this was gonna be a little bit too dark. I'm gonna use this Lime Crime Valentine's Day brush. I do like the Lime Crime brushes. I think that they're really nice. I do think that Lime Crime always puts their stuff on sale. So if you're like not desperate for things to be, for you to try things out first, then you can definitely like get their things on sale, because they always have great sales. And like not just like on Black Friday, like all year round, they have pretty great deals where you can get stuff on sale. Like I'm pretty sure they just had like a buy one get one free of like liquid lipsticks. Lime Crime, I love Lime Crime's liquid lipsticks, but what I love more is like the colors. I don't really like the formula. I think the formula is great, but it's just too dry for me. I'm not really a fan of dry formulas. So like I love colorful liquid lipsticks, but if I'm gonna put a gloss on top of it, it's too dry. So that's me for you guys. But I do love how like they're not afraid to have like colorful liquid lipsticks. I feel like not everybody has colorful liquid lipsticks. Okay, this is as much as I'm bronzing. This bronzer is really nice. I do like it. And my face is like so itchy right here right now. Like why? And for blush, I am going to use this Ciate. This is the Marbled Light in Halo. Or is it called Halo and then this is Marbled Light? I don't know. I have no clue. But I am going to go ahead and use the same brush. I just wiped it off. And I'm going to go in here. So this is a more muted blush than I'm used to. I'm usually like super coral. That's how I like my blushes. And this one is a little bit more muted. But I think it would go pretty good with the palette since it is safari themed. Don't want to have like red cheeks and then like sultry eyes. But I do like a lot of blush, so I'm like using so much more than I would because this is like more muted down than what I'm used to. I'm gonna do my brows off camera and then I'll come right back. So I went and did my brows. They took so long. I don't know why they took so long today, but they took so long. Like, I don't understand this. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camel Concealer as eyeshadow primer because I've heard that it's best if you use a tacky primer for this, and the MAC one that I have, the paint pot, is not tacky at all. So this is what I think I'm gonna do. All right, so that's what it's looking like now. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the palette. I'm so happy about this. I always wanted more Natasha Denona palettes and I just never got any. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this little set of brushes and I'm just gonna put it in front of me. I'm gonna grab this fluffy brush and grab Aya, I guess, and kind of like just set where the eyebrow is because I always do that. And since I was using this palette, I didn't want to use a different palette. And that's like my skin color, like the perfect color for my skin color. So now we can go ahead and I want to do something with these like this entire row. That's what's really calling me right now. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab Thorn, which is this shade right here, and put that all over in my crease. And this is a brown. It's really nice. It's a really nice brown, really nice tone of brown. It's kind of like brown, but it's also mauvey at the same time. And now I'm gonna go ahead and grab Desert Date, which is this shade right here, and just blend that out with a fluffy brush. Desert Date, which is a really nice like peachy orange. And go ahead and do this. I'm gonna grab Shay, or whatever, Shay, and put it in the outer like portion of my eye with like a little packing brush. These brushes are from BH Cosmetics. The last ones I was using were from Morphe, but they're no longer being made, so. Shay is a really nice brown. Gonna bring it a little bit inward. And I'm gonna grab Tribe, which is the orangey, most orange shade, and just put it in here with my finger. You can definitely just pull like a shimmer palette, but I do want a all matte look, especially because I do want to try out all of the mattes in this palette, because I want to try out the most amount of mattes that I can from this palette, since it is an all matte palette. I do want to try it out. I need a better gradient between these two, so let me just do so. This palette does remind me of Subculture with the fact that they're like so pigmented, but I feel like with Subculture it did take me a lot longer to be able to blend, and this one is not taking me as long. And I do like Subculture, so that's why. Like, I wouldn't buy this palette full price, but I did buy Subculture full price, so. And this one brings way more product than the Subculture one, so I'm gonna go match this eye and then I'll come back to do the bottom lash line. So for the bottom lash line, I think I am going to put this shade right here. This is called Mossy. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing these right or wrong or terrible, so that's something. But I am gonna go ahead and grab this shade right here. It is like a plum, and I'm gonna put that towards the end of my eye. I wonder what people that have used this palette use for the inner corner. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Shay. That looks so much better than this side right now with the bottom. I'm gonna do this one again. Yeah, I do like that better now. Somebody's like talking so much outside. I don't know why, but yeah, for the inner corner, I don't think there's really anything in here that I can use besides like these two shades, which I don't want to use as an inner corner. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a highlighter palette and then I'll be right back. So I did go ahead and grab the Aurora palette, and I am gonna go ahead into this shade right here, which is like a golden green. It's just really pretty, so I'm gonna use that, and I'm going to apply it with some brush that I can't grab, with this Morphe brush, which doesn't exist, so let me not even mention it. But just a brush and put it in here. Maybe I should use Fix Plus, but I don't know. I have been liking like all matte looks and then just putting like a highlighter in the inner corner. because I'm like that. I don't know, but I have been liking it. I am going to put some eyeliner in my waterline and then mascara, and then I'll come back to put face highlighter on because I'm not using this as face highlighter. No. So I literally just recorded everything, like the finishing touches of my face, and it turns out I wasn't recording. So I am not sure where I left off, but I did use the Lime Crime highlight in opals. I did mix this shade, the middle one, and the peachier one, and I did line my eyelids in my waterline with the gel line, the Appeal gel liner in Desert Taupe, and I did use this NYX Suede lip liner in the shade Club Hopper with the Anastasia Bullet lipstick in Peachy because I do really love this one. And then for my hair, since I'm like super lazy, I do not like to do my hair. I have been using this Shea Moisture 100% virgin coconut oil leave-in treatment. You just spray this on and just like, you know, pat it in and you're done. You like your curls get relived. And yeah, so what I did say, and it turns out I wasn't even recording, is that I do really like the primer. I do really like it. I feel like it's really nice and it doesn't like grip on weirdly. I really do like how my skin looks. It is hydrating, I would say that. And yeah, I do really like it. And the palette, I do really like this look. It did blend out fine for me. Yes, it did take a little bit more work than other palettes, but definitely not as much work as my Subculture palette did. I feel like it is pigmented, so that's probably why. I mean, I only used one row in here, so I've only used 5 out of the 15 shades. And I mean, well, 6 out of the 15 shades. And I do like what I've used, but obviously that's not enough to give you a review. But it doesn't have to say that. I do like the palette, and for the price, half off, $64.50, it's not a bad palette for that price, especially because this brings like double the amount that Subculture, or even probably more, I don't know. And if you bought Subculture full price, this is definitely a better quality and formula, and they do have the same kind of like tones, and I do like this palette. It's definitely not a bad palette, and if you can get it before it's like gone forever, I would get it. It's definitely not the same formula. I mean, like not the same formula as the gold palette, because the gold palette, it is more buttery, and this one is more like powdery. It does have a little bit of kick up, nothing like crazy, but it does have some kick up in the pan. Not on my face. I didn't have any fallout or anything dropping onto my face, but it does have a little bit of kick up powder in the palette. So yeah, that's everything. Thank you for watching my video, and see you next time.